They said they
don't want no riddle,
but ended up releasing an MV filled with riddles for bunnies. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Newjeans recently had their first comeback with Ditto. Woo! Now let me tell you, this song is amazing. It has been on repeat since it came out, and the side A and side B idea was really smart. Unlike their Y2K, fun, summer debut, Ditto is very nostalgic and has an autumnal and wintry note. This links back to Minji mentioning that this comeback would showcase newjeans' winter the same way they showcased their summer through their debut. Moreover, it has a deeper story unlike any other newjeans song. So let's take a deeper look into the world of newjeans' Ditto. Now all of this would not have been possible without the cinematography, which helped them in their overall storyline. Of course, each story is different depending on the theory it is based on, which we will get to soon. Using different camera movements helps pace the story and keep us as an audience engaged. Through the use of no fancy transitions between clips, the MV has been able to maintain a nostalgic, reminiscing note to itself as the base, which is layered with the use of different camera angles, shots, and lighting. Scenes present in both MV sides have different inferences through the use of lighting. The lighting's greatly effective in highlighting people's presence in Hisu's life. The gym scene is a great example of this. At first, what we see is almost a huge spotlight on newjeans, which is then quickly changed to be over the guy. This could highlight Hisu's slow departure from the world with newjeans, which is a clear foreshadowing of what is about to happen later in the music video. In another gym scene, through the use of lighting and camera effects, the faces of the members are not as clear as when compared to a previous shot. In simple words, it's low quality. Now the next shot is of the boy, which has warm lighting making him stand out while also being of higher quality. This could indicate the growing affection towards the guy and the decreasing affection towards newjeans. So this is a clear example of why cinematography is a key to understanding a story. Before we take a look at the theories, let's introduce our characters first. Newjeans as Newjeans, Park Ji-hoo as Pan Hee-soo, Choi Hyun-wook as the mysterious boy, who we're gonna call Hyun-wook. Now, let's look at the theories. For my first theory, let's take a look at these 4 scenes. Taking into consideration that the first scene has everyone in the same uniform, and it looks like it has been shot on a VHS tape, we can say that this scene represents old memories. Contrastingly, scenes 2 to 4 are set in the present. If you look closely, now Hanni shares the same uniform with Hisu rather than the newjeans members, so there are 3 interpretations for this. Hanni is alive and has been next to Hisu all the time since the loss they both suffered. However, Hisu thinks Hanni is also part of her imagination, so she leaves her behind with newjeans. Hisu and Hanni both survive the accident. However, they both end up being stuck in the same imagination loop. Nevertheless, Hisu was less emotionally attached to the members since she majorly viewed them through a screen, so she was able to leave them and her grief behind to move on. Whereas Hanni was very emotionally attached to the members, especially since she was always with them. This has stopped her from leaving behind her grief and past. Due to this, Hisu leaves Hanni behind with the members, as she's not sure if Hanni is emotionally ready to move on or not. Hanni is younger Hisu, hence the same uniform and clear memory. Therefore, scenes 3 and 4 are about her leaving her youth behind, i.e. newjeans and Hanni, so she can have a fresh start in her adulthood. Now let's take a look at the most confusing scene. Who is this girl? Hanni? Hisu? Who? Let's look at the different interpretations for each girl. If this girl is Hisu, then she has moved on from newjeans and realized that someone cares for her in reality, Hyun-wook, So basically, she chooses love over friendship. If this girl is Hanni, it is either Hyunuk and Hanni who have some relation, could be siblings, could be lovers, or Hanni was also saved by another boy, i.e. the boy in this scene is not Hyunuk. Min Hee-jin, the CEO of Adore, confirmed that the music video contains the story of bunnies and newjeans. Thus, considering that, let's look at the storyline again. First of all, each character now has a different role. Hisu as K-pop idols, newjeans as K-pop fans. Wait, what? Hisu as K-pop fans, newjeans as K-pop idols, and Hyunuk as reality. Second of all, doesn't Panisu sound very familiar? Panisu, 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 Panisu. Panisu? Panisu sounds like bunnies, so she's a newjeans fan. Therefore, her looking at them through a camera lens is very similar to fans filming fan cams or watching their idols on screen. Moreover, since no one other than Hisu is watching newjeans through the screen can see them, she gets weird looks from her classmates. The same way many people are weirded out by standing in fandom culture. However, as time goes by, we all grow up, and fans either fully stop standing an idol or just become casual listeners. This can be seen with the deer leaving. According to newjeans, the deer means a peculiar sense of distance where you want to get closer but can't. Furthermore, Hisu choosing to walk alone in the rain is also representing the nearing end of standing an idol and the sadness it comes with, as rain can be used as a symbol of unhappiness. So we could say that Ditto is a representation of a fan's youth and memories, which includes their favorite idols. The memory message is further highlighted at the start of side A with the box. Now, let's take a look at a few other theories I came up with. Hisu is a part of newjeans, but she believes that they're only friends with her due to the attention she gives them. That is why she leaves them, which is shown through her throwing her camera and her leaving them behind in the rain. However, newjeans did view her as a close friend, hence Minji calling her after she left them behind. Hisu is going through survivor's guilt. It could be said that the scene where Minji called her could be her calling Hisu for help after the accident, but since Hisu was upset with newjeans, she decided to ignore the call, which resulted in newjeans' death. The Ditto MV has three main elements in it: the VHS tape, arm cast, and deer. Each of them has a different meaning which helps explain the story. The concept of the movie is based on the idea of being shot on a VHS tape. To be more specific, a double-sided one. That is why the MV has two sides, side A and side B. Hisu's arm cast could have multiple meanings: a broken heart, deficiency of something in life, or something weighing her down. In summary, it is the reason she is not able to go forward and leave behind newjeans. However, the arm cast is the reason she was able to leave behind newjeans. This scene was one of the major turning points as Hisu finally realized that even though she depends on newjeans for her happiness, newjeans can have fun and stay happy without her. Moreover, she also realized that they were only present in her imagination as she looked down at the blank white cast. All the memories written down had disappeared. As mentioned before, the deer represents a peculiar sense of distance that you want to overcome but can't. So the deer leaving is a message of Hisu leaving behind newjeans. Ditto. Have you ever heard this word before anywhere? Ditto is the name of the 2000 and 2022 movies about two different people in different time periods communicating over an amateur radio about navigating through love and friendship. Spoiler alert, in case you guys haven't watched either movie, here's Ditto's plot in a nutshell. So basically, A is from the past and B is from the future. Now B's parents are connected to A. So for the 2001, B's mum is A's BFF and the dad is A's boyfriend. But in the 2022 one, B's dad is A's BFF and the mum is A's girlfriend. Now when B discovers that A goes to the same school as their parents, they ask A if they know their parents. So first they ask about the BFF and then the significant other. Like every other human being, A is very sad. Like they just found out that their BFF ends up with their current partner and they get married. and have a kid. So yeah, and then A basically sees the BFF and partner like get closer. So A backs off, upset. Then towards the end, A and B meet in the time period B's from, but choose to ignore each other and just smile at each other. The end. That was the movie Ditto in a nutshell. So, how does this link to the MV? There are two scenes which I think are key links between the MV and the movie. Coincidentally, they're both from different sides. This scene is from the start of side A, and as you can see, Hisu's looking at newjeans through her camera. We could say the camera is the corresponding amateur radio in the MV, hence Hisu communicates with newjeans who are far away through a camera. Whereas this scene from the end of side B could be how Hisu was communicating with someone else in a different time period rather than newjeans. We're gonna call them B. Then this scene could be how Hisu and Hyunuk were very close, but A told her that her best friend Hanni would end up with Hyunuk as they are A's parents. Therefore, this scene could be Hanni and Hyunuk, and Hisu looks at them from afar and realizes that what A had told her came true. So now that we have looked at every possible theory I could come up with, what do you think is the storyline that follows through the MVs? To me, it's a clear highlighting of the relationship between an idol and their fans, especially the memories that are created. However, as time passes and life goes on, slowly the affection of the fan towards their idols fades away, and the time they used to follow their schedules and keep up to date with their content just becomes their past. Nevertheless, that does not mean they are forgotten. They're reliving through things like journals, videos, and pictures as they remember the exact location, smell, and temperature of the time. But in the end, K-pop was no longer the fans' form of escapism. Rather, it could be said that as time goes by, fans start to accept reality, as they would need to face it at least once. Ditto was nostalgic and definitely changed my view towards a great song and MV. If you have any other theories, please feel free to let me know in the comments. Anyways, that's the end of the video. See you next time. Ashana, signing out.